Hey everyone! Hello! It's Melissa, and I'm here with my really good friend and coach Janice Theo.
Hi, how are you guys?
Well, I'm super excited. It's been a while since I've been live on my balance page, but I felt so compelled to have Janice on and just have this really beautiful discussion on um, what she specializes in because I've gotten great benefit from it and I want to share it with all of you. And this is just a great way for you to learn more about what's out there to support you mentally, physically, emotionally. So today we're going to really focus on Reiki, and if you don't know what that is, don't worry, we're going to go into it. And we're also going to talk about chakra balancing and how it can really support you with managing your stress, but also increasing your performance both personally and professionally in your life. So, Janice, I'm going to let you take it away. And I would love for you to share a little bit of background on your journey of how you became awesome Reiki practitioner, as well as having so much knowledge in terms of the chakra system and how you really support people.
Thank you for having me. First of all, I am so happy to do this and to share this with everybody. This COVID pandemic has kind of steered me into a different direction with my Reiki practice. For a little bit about me, my background is one of reinventing myself personally and professionally, going back to school as a single mom, and just trying to better myself and make a better life and quality of life for myself and my children. And I discovered along the way a love for spiritual practice and found that it was a balance to the health and wellness and fitness that I became very involved in. I am a Beachbody coach. I love working out. I love helping women discover that they can do things that they never thought they could do and build up their self-confidence. And in that arena of health and wellness and bettering yourself, I became acquainted with a practitioner and she introduced me to Reiki. And I fell in love with the process. I fell in love with how it made me feel, how it relaxed me. I, was having anxiety, and I was in a constant state of worry. And I wanted to enhance my personal awareness and balance those energies in my body and clear out toxins, and all of that just kind of gelled together with my journey of trying to better myself and have a better quality of life all around. So it just goes really good with your balance, health, and wellness, theme, because we all strive to eat better. We all strive to, get our workouts in, drink enough water, but sometimes we forget about our spiritual aspect of it, our personal development. And my love for all of that just kind of gelled into this practice of Reiki because it balanced and adapted the natural healing inside, which kind of helped with everything else in my transition.
Yeah, that's super powerful. And in this platform, I really focus on mental, physical, and emotional practices and how they integrate and reinforce each other so that you can be a better friend, spouse, colleague, and really understand the importance of taking care of yourself. And that really is part of your personal and professional, growth strategy. And one of the things that I'm not very well versed in is the whole spiritual side of things and the different spiritual practices that are out there. So I'm in it with you guys in terms of exploring this and utilizing these practices to really keep me moving forward and accessing my full potential. And I had a session with Janice at the beginning of the week, and it was amazing. So I'd love for you to talk about what exactly is Reiki and the chakra system, and like go into that a little bit, just so people have a better understanding of what it is.
Well, Reiki itself is a healing modality. It was developed. It's a force which brings us in closer contact with ourselves. All of us have healing ability within our bodies.
Mm-hmm.
We have this life force that kind of brings us together with our oneness and makes us whole. Um, Reiki is a universal life energy, so it can be experienced one-on-one with someone, or it can be experienced with distance healing. And during a treatment, you experience a kind of a different outlook on your. You kind of become more in tune with your breath work. You
Mm-hmm.
become more in tune with your intuition,
Mm-hmm.
your imagination, and your thought processes become clearer. It releases blockages that may have been built up emotionally. We always hear that phrase disease, and it's a unbalanced areas in your body that are causing a disease. And that's where the chakras come in, the different areas of your body that have an energy field around them. There's an electromagnetic field around the different areas in our body, and they all interact with our endocrine system and with our the organs that are associated with those different chakras.
Yeah.
Each chakra has a color associated with it. It has it has association with our feelings and emotions, as well as with the endocrine system. So it's a total body healing that can occur with a deep relaxation that you experience from this meditation practice and from a Reiki healing.
Yeah. So if I wanted to do this more, chakra balancing, Reiki, I can't just go one time and just be like, okay, I'm done, I'm healed, I've cleared the blockages. Like, it's a consistent practice with anything, right?
Yes, it's something that you want to continue to be aware of and take care of as your total wellness routine. And you can do this through meditation every day, paying attention to your breath work, um, and noticing light and warmth and sound and smells and tastes. They're all associated with your chakras. For instance, if you're having problems communicating
Mhm.
your feelings to someone or speaking out for yourself, you may have some blockages in your throat area, which is your chakra of communication and how you express yourself.
Mm.
Sometimes, if you have a blockage in your root chakra, you may feel off balance sometimes, or you may feel fearful, or you may be not feeling safe or secure. So, you need to continually work on keeping your chakras in balance to help with their functioning and help with your general electromagnetic field that surrounds those. Sometimes I had problems with my thyroid,
Mhm.
and there were, for years, I had trouble expressing how I felt to, in the relationship I was in. So there are things that I didn't know that are now coming to light, and I'm becoming more aware. So I can kind of be proactive in taking care of my health. Sometimes if we have pain in our hip area or pain in, let's say, our feet, or it's all related to a chakra or an imbalance. And
I get pain in my feet a lot.
I can take you through all of the chakras and let you know what those areas are if you're not familiar with them. There are a lot of chakras in our body, but there are main chakras that you should be aware of. The first one is the root chakra, which is our survival, our security. It's our connection to Mother Earth. It is at the base of our spine, and that's where all of the energy from the earth would come in. And that is associated with the color red.
Yeah.
And then up from there, the second chakra is your sacral chakra, which is your sexuality. It is your authentic creating life force, is what they call it. And that is slightly below your navel area, and that color is orange. And then there is your solar plexus, which is the color yellow, and that is our self-esteem. It's our self-worth. The color is yellow, and it's slightly above our navel. And that there's crystals and oils that are associated with all of these. It's very, very interesting and very, very, very cool to like have this connection to the spiritual world and know that we are actually, if you look under a microscope at our cells, and the higher you magnify them, it's just all energy. And that's what we are. We're just composed of this giant energy ball. So it's pretty cool. The next chakra is your heart chakra, which is your love and your joy and your inner peace. It's our love for others. It's giving and receiving. A lot of times, if we have trouble with finances or our money, we have trouble receiving from the universe, because we all know there's enough for everybody to go around. It's just that we need to be more open to receiving. Our throat chakra is our communication center. It's our speaking the truth. It's expressing what we want to tell other people, our feelings. That color's blue, and it's about speaking clearly and truthfully. The next chakra is your third eye, which is right in the middle of your forehead, between your eyes, just above your eye, and that is your pineal gland. And that is your imagination. It's your intuition. When you make decisions, they always say you should make decisions with your intuition, with your gut feeling, because that is the area that usually is the correct answer when you're looking for questions, or where you're looking for answers to your questions. Your intuition is always very, very in tune with what the universe has planned for you. And then the final one is your crown chakra, and that is just above your head. And that is your connection to spirituality, the higher self, your life purpose. And that color is white or violet. And often when we close our eyes or we dream, we might dream in color, we might see colors. And sometimes that's an indication of what chakras are active and what is open to receiving and the energy flowing. So it's fascinating. I could talk for hours about the different chakras.
Yeah, I feel like you can be so in depth with this. Like there's so much. So it's hard to condense it into half an hour because there's just so much to be said about each chakra and how it impacts you. What I would love for you to share now that we have like a better understanding of the chakra system and Reiki and how it supports us, I'd love for you to share a little bit about like your sessions with people. So how do you start to support people with clearing out the blockages, releasing toxins energetically from their body?
What I do is I first give you a little bit of information about Reiki because a lot of people don't really know or have experienced it. So I give you a background about it, and then we talk about breath work because our breathing is the key to our relaxation. And in order to start a healing process, we need to bring our body into a deep, relaxed state so we can promote the healing. So I talk about breath work, and we go through a guided breath work meditation to begin.
I loved that, by the way.
And, think about how many breaths we take during the day and how shallow our breathing is.
Yeah.
When you fully expand your diaphragm and breathe in that oxygen, your body and your cells are renewing and they're like regenerating, and your cells crave oxygen.
Well, think of it this way, guys, and I don't mean to cut you off, but just think of it this way, just thinking about the audience is like when you're stressed out, do you think you're breathing deeply? No, you're probably breathing so shallow. It's like fight or flight. And that's why a lot of the times when people are having anxiety and they have panic attacks, they hyperventilate. They feel like they can't breathe in. And it's like if we can start to incorporate more of this deeper breath day to day, just imagine the compounded benefits to help you manage stress. So, okay, keep going. Yeah.
So we get the breath work going. It's called box breathing. There's tons of classes you can take on just breath work alone. And so we learn how to breathe deeper. And with an inhale is an inspiration. And that's what I tell people. Inspiration is inhale. And when you exhale, it is your expression. Yeah. So a deep inhale, a deep exhale, and I get you relaxed. I get you in a state of deep relaxation so you can go to a place other than where you are physically. And then we go into a guided meditation, which relaxes you even further. And some people have reported to me that they felt like they were floating. They felt tingly. They saw flashes of different colors. Some see visions. And as we go deeper and deeper into this relaxation, I finally bring you into a chakra balance where we imagine a ball of white energy light coming in, and I take you all the way through all of the chakras and explain the colors, how the energy is healing over 70 trillion cells in our body. Imagine that. That number just boggles my mind. I think it's actually 72,000 or 72 trillion some odd cells in our body that are constantly like craving for this relaxation and oxygen so they can heal. And I take you through all of the chakras through this meditation. And when we're finished, I bring you back to earth. I tell you to wiggle your fingers and toes. And gently come back. And when we do, we talk about what I saw through the meditation, what you saw, and we identify your strong chakras and ones that may need healing. And when we do that, I will go through a nutritional chart, tell you what vitamins are good for you, tell
Yeah.
you what vegetables or what foods to eat or not eat.
Mhm.
There are prayer symbols. There are color analysis that I do. And then we finish with a 5-card oracle pull from
Oh,
Rebecca Campbell's Starseed Oracle cards. And every time I do a session, I'm just blown away at the readings from the card pull and the session that we just experienced. They have they coincide so closely
yeah.
with what you experienced. It's very emotional.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a super it was a very peaceful and beautiful experience that I had. Especially and I scheduled my session at the end of a work day. So I was feeling a little stressed and just the shift that I had from when I started and when I finished and going through the chakra balance as well as learning more about myself and then having you do the card pull, that was just it was just such a nice experience, especially during a time right now like there's still a lot of uncertainty. It's just having that experience, something that you do for yourself, and I just came out of that feeling really nice and really good, and it reinforced a lot of things that I've got going on right now in my life, and it was just for me, it was a very positive experience, and, I didn't know if we were gonna do a card pull live.
Well, we can, but I would like to share some energy healing that you can do
Oh,
for
great.
yourself.
Okay.
If you are feeling tired after your lunch and you're sitting at your desk, and this happens to so many people, like 2:30, you start to like, oh,
Yeah, it's that slump time, that's when I need coffee.
right. Or you'll run to the vending machine and grab a candy bar, which is like, no,
Yeah,
don't do
yeah,
that because you're
correct.
gonna spike your sugar and then you're gonna crash, right? So to give yourself some energy, you take your right hand and you put it on your forehead,
Mhm.
and take your left hand and put it on the back of your head, and just close your eyes and take those deep breaths. And you can feel energy coming into your body. It's amazing. You don't even realize we all have this power,
Yeah.
but you can do this and it will help bring you out of that slump.
Cool. I
Um,
never heard
and
that before, so I like that. Thank you. That's such a different technique.
yeah, and another quick energizer to do is to lay both of your hands on your sacral and solar plexus and
Mhm.
just breathe deep.
Just
And
below the belly
you can,
button.
yep, just below your heart chakra and on your belly. And it's a quick energizer and it helps ease digestion if you're having some digestive.
Yeah.
It's usually after lunch or after you eat that you have this slump of um
Energy. It's like
yeah,
yeah.
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 So there are 3 degrees of Reiki. There is Reiki 1, Reiki 2, and Reiki 3.
Yeah.
And after you complete Reiki 3, you go through a master course to become a master. And so you can actually teach other people to become Reiki practitioners.
Love it.
So I loved it so much that I went through all of the classes.
Mm-hmm.
became a master Reiki teacher, and I've been taking advanced Reiki techniques to help people with self-healing and to help them with different ailments they may have. So people send me messages all the time,
Yeah.
what can I do? But
Yeah.
I am loving doing these virtual,
Yes.
sessions,
Yes.
and people are feeling safer. It's much easier for me to talk. I don't have to wear a mask.
Yeah.
They're feeling a little safer in the comfort of their own home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And
I loved it. I loved doing the virtual session. It was great because I was able to lay on my own couch and just go through the guided meditation and the balancing and then the interpretation of everything and then the card pull. And it was just such a really great way to end my day. And it was just unexpected, the positivity and the shift in my mood that I had from when I started to when I finished. And do you have a link for people so they could book appointment with you if they're interested in doing this? It's about
um,
60 to 90-minute session.
yes, I can do. You could send me an email.
Hmm.
Um, my email is
I'll type
J
it.
JRT
Hmm.
ICE 696 at hotmail.com. I also have more information on my website, which is www.janicesdiscoveranewyou.com. And I have a Facebook Reiki page called Reiki by Janice, It's Your Power. So I can send you those links too if you'd like.
Is it itsyourpower.com?
It's just a Facebook page, business
Oh,
page
oh, I'll type that in.
for Reiki. It says Reiki by Janice, It's Your Power.
But and you can always tag it in here too.
Yeah. And then, of course, you can also send me a message via my cell, or call me, text me on Facebook, Messenger.
Yeah.
Um, I'm all over Facebook. I have two pages. I have my personal page and my business page, which is Janice's Discover a New You.
Yeah, I
And
mean, everything's just jam packed with amazing stuff. You really worked hard in building this, and I'm just super excited that you transitioned to virtual offerings because it's just we just get to roll with the times right now, and I just love that you're not giving up and you're being resourceful and still finding ways to connect with your clients. So it's people I know people are really appreciating that. So we've got all your information right now in the comments so people have a means to get in contact with you for this virtual service. And yeah, so is there anything else that you wanted to discuss or can we do a card pull? What are you thinking?
yes, let's do one. I have to go get them. Hold on.
Okay, yeah, no problem. Yeah, so Janice is someone who is in my um, paid mastermind that I have called Vision to Action. And this is where you really get to get clear on specific goals. And it's a 90-day accelerator program. So she really took this time and really reinvented her business. And I mean, you crushed your goal. You crushed your goal with these sessions in terms of how many people you wanted to have sign up for these. So it's
Yeah, it was very, very cool because I'm able now with the virtual, which I never would have thought to do because I have a spa. I have my
yeah,
own space where people come to see me in person, but it's been closed
yeah,
since March.
yeah.
And I'm able now to reach people all over the United States that wouldn't have been able to come see me.
Correct.
So
Yeah.
my first virtual was with a woman from Wisconsin.
I
So it was, she would have never been able to experience this with me. And now she's She loved it. She is booking another session with me, so I'm so excited.
Yeah, I'm excited for you, and congratulations. It's way to get out of your comfort zone and see what's possible, and it's really awesome.
Okay, we're gonna do a card pull now.
Okay. So what is the intention? What is the intention for this card pull?
It is oh my gosh, to bring happiness
Mhm.
to others and to help other women realize they have the potential inside of them to do whatever they set their mind to do.
Yeah, and the guys too. We got to include the guys.
Okay.
All humanity. So really we're setting the intention of pulling a card to support people with what exactly Janice just said. So let's just reiterate it really quick. So we're pulling this card for people to really step into their power and access their potential. Am I missing anything?
The card that I pulled says surrender to the sweetness.
I feel like we all really need that right now. How many people are like death gripping on things right now? And what if we surrender? Holy cow. Okay.
It says it is pleasure, joy, make love to life, and the Venus energy. It says it's a highly feminine card. Sorry, guys.
No, it's good. It's good.
It's a call to surrender to the sweetness of life, to let the ever abundant feminine take over, to taste the fruits you've been working so hard to grow, to let your senses take over and really drink in your life with wonder, to get intoxicated on the simple bounty that this planet has to offer, and which you have within you. When you are well, you are full. The ancient Babylonians connected the feminine goddess Ishtar to the planet Venus, and in Roman mythology, Venus was the goddess of love and beauty. That's what Reiki is about. It's about love and loving yourself. Yeah. Oh my gosh. In our night sky, aside from the moon, Venus shines the brightest. Time is our most precious resource, and it's the greatest healer. If you've been all work and no play, this is a sign to take some time out, reconnect with your lover, your spirit guides, play with your children, give yourself the luxury of time without an agenda. Many of us are so busy building our lives that we forget to enjoy them. We forget why we decided to build them in the first place. Disconnection from the sweetness causes more pain than we realize. So many of us walk into soulless buildings 5 days a week in the name of survival. We strive to build the life of our dreams, but drive ourselves to exhaustion. This card is wooing you back to the pleasures of being human, to focus on what really matters, and enjoy your incredible life. Wow. Wow.
Woo!
That was very powerful. I didn't expect that.
Yeah, that was super powerful, and I just can't wait to. I mean, it's live right now, but I can't wait for people to go back, and I'll really direct people at this time when you started reading for people to really listen to that card pull because I mean, it's super relevant. Holy cow.
Yeah, and we really do need time to take time for ourselves, to take notice of our breath, take notice of our present moment, take notice of what we feel inside our bodies and how we can help our bodies heal naturally. And through Reiki and the chakra balance, it's just it's just a beautiful, beautiful way to reconnect to our spirit and our inner energies.
Well, I just want to thank you so much for coming on and sharing about this powerful way to heal and to reduce stress. And it's a different way to create well-being inside of yourself, and that there really is no one size fits all. So I love having this variety available for people to consume the information to see if it's something that they're, if you're curious about it, like, get in touch with Janice. I had a great experience with it, and it definitely did. This one session in and of itself did shift me. Um, and it's just, there's no better time than now.
Yeah, and a lot of people are experiencing insomnia. They may be restless. They can't sleep at night. And this really helps with promoting more restful sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I know you told me you slept better.
had a great night's sleep that night, and I had a wonderful dreams, and I uh I just love the meditation aspect of it, and the breathing that's incorporated into the session, because it really relaxed my entire body. And it's like, just give it a chance, guys. Like, just allow yourself to meditate. Even if you don't even understand what you're doing, it doesn't matter. You're just creating a space for yourself to relax. And that's all I can ask for, is just be mindful of creating situations during your day that allow you to create a relaxation response.
Yeah, and a lot of times people forget what we talked about, or they may not remember
Yeah.
certain things. So I always send a detailed analysis of our session to you via email, and I do an in-depth analysis of the colors and your vitamins, your nutrition charts, how to heal some of the areas that we identified. And I also send copies of the 5-card Oracle pull. So you have those forever to look at and read.
Yeah, I loved it, and I really appreciated all of that value, even on the back end after the session was over, because it was just so amazing for me the next morning with some coffee, just to read everything. And it's a great way to start. It was a great way to start my day. So if you guys have ever tried Reiki before, chakra balancing, like, pop it in the comments. Let us know your experience. If you're interested in getting in contact with Janice, all of her information is here in the comments. So happy to support you and in touch with her. And again, thank you so much for coming on and sharing your knowledge and this awesome way to heal and reduce stress with everyone. It was very interesting.
Oh, thank you for having me. And I hope that if you have never had Reiki, I would love to share this experience with you. And if you have, I can tell you that everyone does it differently. And every time you do it, you will have a different experience.
Yeah,
So I look forward to meeting some new people and sharing this with everyone.
absolutely. Well, keep kicking butt. Congratulations on these amazing virtual sessions,
Thank
and
you.
I love that you trusted the process and you're just getting amazing results. So, all right, well, enjoy, everybody. Happy Thursday, and we'll talk to you soon.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.